Top 10 times the internet became a detective. 1. Burger King foot lettuce. On July 16, 2012, an anonymous user on 4chan posted a photo taken 3 days earlier showing a Burger King employee standing on 2 restaurant insert pans of lettuce with the caption, "This is the lettuce you eat at Burger King." Within 15 minutes, other 4chan users, including members of the hacker group Anonymous, were able to determine the photo was taken at a Burger King restaurant in Mayfield Heights, Ohio, through EXIF metadata which accompanied the image as well as a barcode on a box. They began calling the restaurant and sending the photo to local news outlets, and the Mayfield Heights Facebook page was inundated with the photo and comments referencing it. 3 employees at the restaurant were fired, and the incident prompted an investigation by the Cuyahoga County Board of Health. The lettuce was thrown away the day after the photo was taken and before it was served to customers, as a manager had noticed that the lettuce was dirty. 2. Shia LaBeouf flag hunt. In 2017, actor Shia LaBeouf launched a live-stream protest called "He Will Not Divide Us." But after people kept disrupting it, he replaced everything with a single white flag flying in an undisclosed location. No buildings, no landmarks, just blue sky, clouds, and a flag waving in silence. It was supposed to be untraceable, but the internet took that as a challenge. People on 4chan began studying the sky like astronomers. They tracked star patterns at night, cloud movements during the day, and even matched the direction of airplane trails passing overhead. Slowly, the circle of possible locations shrank. Then, one night, the stream captured a faint sound. A frog croak. Users identified the species, matched its habitat, and narrowed the search to rural Tennessee. That's when the hunt went real. Volunteers drove around honking their car horns, and suddenly, on the live stream, the flagpole shook. They found it, hidden on a quiet farm in Greenville, Tennessee. Within minutes, the flag was taken down. Shia moved it again, but the internet had already proven a point. If you give them a mystery, they'll turn into detectives. 3. Cicada. In 2012, a strange black image began spreading across the internet. At first, it looked like nothing. Just a plain message that said, "We are looking for highly intelligent individuals." But hidden inside that image was a code. And inside that code was another code. And inside that one, an entire global puzzle. Reddit, 4chan, cryptography forums. Everyone jumped in. People were cracking ciphers at 3 a.m., translating ancient texts following GPS coordinates that led to posters stuck on light poles in random cities. It felt like the internet had stumbled into a real secret society. And the deeper people went, the stranger it got. Tor links, book ciphers, runic symbols, a countdown clock nobody could explain. After weeks of solving, a tiny group of anonymous solvers reached the final stage. And then, Cicada disappeared. No announcement, no explanation, nothing. To this day, nobody knows who created the puzzle, what the winners found, or why it ever existed. But for 1 month in 2012, the entire internet felt like it was unlocking a door to something bigger. 4. Lake City, quiet pills. In 2009, a strange username caught the internet's attention. Religion of Peace. He spent years posting crude jokes on Reddit, but when he suddenly died, users visited his profile one last time. And that's when things got weird. His account linked to a tiny website called LakeCityQuietPills.com, supposedly a place hosting memes and images. But buried inside the site's HTML code, users found something else: hidden messages, job postings, and strange military-style instructions. At first, people thought it was just a joke, but then the messages got specific. Mentions of packages, dead drops, cleaners, and a cryptic note about the anniversary gift delivered in Dubai. That date matched the assassination of a high-ranking target overseas. The tension skyrocketed. Had Reddit stumbled into an actual mercenary message board? For days, internet detectives tore through timestamps, usernames, and archived messages. And just when it felt like they were closing in, the website vanished. Everything deleted overnight. No answers, no explanations. To this day, nobody knows if Lake City Quiet Pills was a secret mercenary hub, an ARG, or an elaborate prank. But one thing is certain, the internet had found a mystery it was never meant to see. 5. Guy in the pink shorts. In 2014, a strange photo made its way onto Forchan, a crowded music festival, hundreds of people, and right in the middle of the chaos stood one guy wearing bright pink shorts. Nobody knew who he was. Nobody knew why the poster wanted to find him. All they said was, "Find this man." And that was all the internet needed. Users began tearing into the photo like a forensic team. They analyzed wristbands, stage lighting, vendor booths, even the angle of the sun to determine the exact time and location. Someone recognized the stage setup from a past concert livestream. Another matched the balloons in the background to a local festival brand. Piece by piece, the puzzle tightened. The tension grew as users compared tattoos, sunglasses styles, and even the design of the drink wristband he was wearing. Then, finally, a breakthrough. Someone found another photo from the same event posted on Instagram. And there he was. Same sunglasses, same stance, same pink shorts. Within hours, the internet had not only found the event, they found the exact moment the photo was taken. The mystery of who the guy was, still unknown. But the internet proved something once again. Give them a single clue, and they'll map the entire world around it. 6. Mystery device on Beach 7. In 2023, beachgoers in Western Australia found something strange washed up on the shoreline. A massive cylindrical object, taller than a person, covered in scorch marks and copper wiring. It looked like a submarine part, or maybe an aircraft engine. Nobody knew. Even the police were confused. Authorities roped off the beach while speculation exploded online. People compared it to ship debris, old missiles, even UFO theories. But then the internet detective stepped in. Someone zoomed into the burn patterns. Another recognized insulation strips used in cryogenic fuel systems. And finally, a user matched the rivet pattern to a very specific object, the PSLV rocket, India's trusted space launch vehicle. Suddenly, the whole puzzle snapped into place. Months earlier, a PSLV rocket stage had re-entered Earth's atmosphere. Most of it burned up, but one large piece survived the descent and drifted across the Indian Ocean, until waves finally dropped it on an Australian beach. When ISRO engineers reviewed the images, they confirmed it. Yes, it was Indian rocket debris, a global mystery solved by everyday people armed with nothing but curiosity and the internet. 7. Google Maps. Floating car. In 2020, a strange image started circulating from Google Maps. A residential street, cars parked normally, but one vehicle looked wrong. It was hovering, just floating above the road, like someone forgot to let gravity load in. At first, people thought it was a glitch, but then others noticed something even stranger. The car's shadow was on the ground exactly where a normal shadow should be. So what was floating? Online sleuths zoomed in, enhanced the image, and analyzed every pixel. Finally, the truth dropped. The floating car wasn't a car at all. It was a perfectly timed overlap between two stitching frames from Google's Street View camera. Two separate images merged into one. One car from frame A, one shadow from frame B, creating the illusion of levitation. 8. Unknown humming noise. For years, people from Canada to New Zealand reported hearing the same thing, a low mechanical hum, like an engine idling somewhere underground. Nobody could trace it, not scientists, not local governments, not audio engineers. The mystery deepened as recordings appeared online. All different countries, same eerie frequency. People wondered, was it seismic activity, secret tech, something atmospheric? Finally, internet sleuths cracked it. They noticed the hum often appeared near industrial coastlines. Then someone matched the frequency to a specific culprit, large cargo ships using idle engines while anchored offshore. The sound carried for miles through the water, then vibrated into the ground, creating the infamous global hum. The release? Just ordinary ships, making an extraordinary noise. 9. Vanishing hotel room. A traveler posted about a bizarre experience. He tried to check into a hotel he booked online, but when he arrived, the room didn't exist. The floor numbers skipped. The hallway ended too soon. It was like the entire section of the building had never been built. People online were hooked. How do you book a room that isn't real? Investigators began digging through the hotel's architectural plans, old photos, and fire escape diagrams. Someone found a blueprint from 1998 showing the missing wing. Another found evidence of a renovation that sealed off an entire floor, leaving outdated room numbers online. The reward? The hotel's booking system still listed rooms that were demolished decades ago. A ghost room, created not by spirits, but by outdated software. 10. Alien Monolith. In 2020, a helicopter crew in Utah spotted something bizarre in the desert. A shining metallic monolith standing straight up in an empty canyon. No tracks, no markings, just a perfect silver slab where nothing should be. The internet exploded. Alien artifact? Secret art piece? Government installation? People compared reflections, weld patterns, even the way sunlight hit the metal. Someone matched the rivet alignment to tools used by sculptors. Another traced the canyon walls in old satellite images and discovered the monolith had been there since at least 2016. Then, just as quickly as it appeared, it vanished. Hikers returned days later, gone. No footprints, no debris. It turned out to be an anonymous art installation, mysterious in appearance, human in origin, and a reminder that sometimes the strangest things aren't from aliens, just artists with imagination. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy internet mysteries, strange investigations, and stories solved by online detectives, make sure to subscribe. If you want more videos like this, hit the like button and drop a comment. It really helps the channel grow. See you in the next one.